15 days, 3 to 4 weeks. I want a lefty. Same exact record. Awesome. First in home runs, first in RBIs.
Now from the home of the Angels for nearly a half-century, there's a look at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Buford Williams, the D.C. native.
Hold on.
What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got an ERA of under 3.5, which is pretty decent for a starter. Pretty good chance that we'll see a good start from him here in this one.
All right, let's do this.
Mookie Betts heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Cincinnati, center fielder, Mookie Betts.
First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. And Eric, this Angel Ball Club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And this time of year is really starting to catch up with these guys now. They've been fairly lifeless here in these past few games. Bullpen's tired, the starters are tired. Heck, everybody's tired. But you've got to find a way to push through it.
Drilled to the right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Charlie Blackmon will step forward now. Currently third in the National League batting race to begin playing.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
There goes the runner. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. He's running again. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
What am I doing,
and
dude?
a relay to the plate.
Nice.
And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, what a great start to this series here in the first inning. On the road, you'd love to give your pitcher a little something to work with out there. He's going to have a lead now before he even throws his first pitch.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in as he'll enter play fourth in the National League batting race.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
He's set. Here it comes. And that's in there for strike one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Now a snap throw to first. And the runner back. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Long throw to third. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Albert Pujols will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a liner.
That's a good pitch.
Foul. Runners at the corners here. Nobody out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Whoa.
Well, you want to get out of the inning without conceding the run, but this is going to be an acceptable trade-off for him. No RBI, but the run does come in from third on the double play.
Corey Dickerson will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well, so there's a lot of extra base hits that go along with that stellar average.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And I think he really needed that double play ball just to settle him down a little bit. He'd already given up 2 in the inning, and he didn't want to see this thing get out of hand.
Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Reds.
All right, let's go, rookie.
Jose Quintana, a Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, when you talk about starting pitchers, he's one of the most consistent there is in the game. He's got a career ERA in the low 3s. I expect him to throw a good ball game here.
Rendell Grichuk comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And, Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And this time of year is really starting to catch up with these guys now. They've been fairly lifeless here in these past few games. Bullpen's tired, the starters are tired. Heck, everybody's tired. But you've got to find a way to push through it.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
I have to change this controller, man. So crazy.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Quintana's ready. 2-2 on its way home. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Well, a moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. EK, any thoughts?
Yeah, one guy to watch is Cole Calhoun. He really likes hitting here in front of the hometown crowd. I mean, his average at home is over 300, so I expect to see a very comfortable and confident hitter when he steps into the box in this one.
Brandon Crawford will stand in, and you can see that surprisingly he hits better versus left-handed pitching than he does against righties. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And there are umpires calling balls and strikes. Is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Well-liked umpire all around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
Tap foul at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. Gets a small piece near the plate. Norris scoops it up onto first, and there are 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we get to watch Derek Norris behind the plate. Very athletic, versatile, doesn't let anything get by him, and also pretty darn good offensively. Any team would love to have him.
Into the windup and the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball lined softly down the left field line, but this is a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Dickerson over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Angels are gone in order. They trail it here 2-0. Nick Castellanos makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Derek Norris will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. For Castellanos, he's up to 22 in the doubles column with that last 2-bagger. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Chop foul over towards the dugout.
Come on, Derek, get it on the ground. Oh,
good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Liner toward right center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Stepping in now, Cliff Pennington. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we're going to have a real treat in this ball game. We get to watch a shortstop that won the Gold Glove last year. Unbelievable range and an absolute cannon for an arm. Can't wait to watch him make some great plays in this one.
Gene Segura comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
$72 for Cabrera. Too bad he's out for 3 to 4 weeks.
slapped hard the opposite way. Calhoun is there, 2 down. The relay throw, but too late, and he's safe at third.
This turns out to be a real heads-up play at second base. Now, you think on a line drive into the outfield that he might be bouncing towards third, hoping to score if this ball drops. But smartly, he goes back to the bag, tags up, and he advances the 90 feet.
Here's Mookie Betts. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calhoun giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. In to score is the runner from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
But now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And in the second inning, once he makes sure he's okay physically, he'll be saying, hey, look, let's put all that's just happened behind us and focus on the task at hand.
Settling in now, Charlie Blackmon. He reached on a single in his first try.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
Bounce slowly back toward the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Reds 4 and the Angels nothing. Chris Davis will dig in for the first time now. 1 home run shy of 30 on the year so far.
Chris Davis.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Yikes.
Smoked on the ground left side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Catcher, Matt Wieters.
Matt Wieters will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Quintana sets. First pitch on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Nobody out, runner on first. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Yeah, that pitch, it's coming back hard with a lot of tail to it, but it just can't get in quite far enough.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Taken in by Castellanos. On to Encarnacion, and they get them both. A double play.
And that was quite a battle up there. He made him throw a ton of pitches. An advantage pitcher here, as in the end, he gets him to ground into the double play.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Swing and a liner, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Angels go quietly there. They trail here 4-0. Edwin Encarnacion is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
Hit hard to the right side. Jerko has it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up.
And when things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
Here's Albert now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And sometimes you can mistake being patient for being passive. I mean, unless he was really fooled there, that's a pitch he needs to be swinging at.
A little bouncer. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. There's a ball smoked, but caught at first by Abreu. But they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
Sure not fooling a whole lot of guys in these first few innings. That ball was absolutely raked, and it's not the first one that's been hit hard. He's just fortunate that that one was right at his man.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Hot shot to third. Oh, look at Uribe. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
What a play.
Around the horn they go.
Unbelievable.
5-4-3 to end the threat. More from Anaheim right after this.
Fucking snap that thing.
Juan Uribe will get his first shot at it here. He's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Tapper up the line. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Show Track. Now, normally, this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Neil Walker will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Yeah, he gets a fastball here, and he rips it towards the hole. You see the good effort over there at first, but that got on him much too quickly for him to be able to knock it down.
Hit hard to short. Segura has it. There's one. On to first, and for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play, and with this one, the side is retired. Nick Castellanos is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody. So at least he's got that going for him.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun moves over, makes the play, 1 away.
The catcher,
It's a
number
good
3,
count too, man.
Derek.
We'll take a look here at his pitch count, and you can see, at least early on, he's been around the plate quite a bit. 36 strikes so far. Now, that's a sign that his location is where it needs to be.
Derek Norris stands in following an RBI single this first time through.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Calhoun on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
What the hell was that?
Into the box, Cliff Pennington. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1.
Just like belly flop the wall. Bloop.
Oh, 1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball.
1-1.
4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
The 1-2 pitch. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. On to first, and the throw goes right by him.
Well, everything looked okay here on the pickup and transfer, but then you see him just fire this thing straight into the box seats down there. That's going to be scored in E5 and a lucky souvenir baseball for one of the fans.
Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Gene Segura standing in. High in the air and deep to left center field. Grichuk ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Reds leave one. They lead it 4-0. Rendell Grichuk is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. High and deep to straightaway right. Dickerson going back at the track. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Oh, and 2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And Crawford swings and misses at that one. A strikeout victim for out number 2.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Oh, boy, he is attacking hitters in this one. Another first pitch strike right there, and he's up right around 90% in that category so far.
Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Quintana gets the sign. 1-2 on its way. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Drilled on the ground to short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Angels strand one. They're down 4-0. Mookie Betts heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Scorched to third. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The batter, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Charlie Blackmon will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Oh, come on, baby.
In there at the knees, strike one. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Chopped toward the second baseman. Gonna be a tough play. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
That was a
First baseman number 17, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion will be the batter. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Well, 2 singles isn't necessarily an eye-catching performance, but hey, I'm sure he's feeling just fine about it.
First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Calhoun is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Reds are down in order, but they're in front 4-0. Matt Wieters will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it should be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Line towards center field, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Striding into the box, Cole Calhoun. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1-1.
Whew. That's one of his best pitches tonight.
One and one, here it comes. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. No runs, 4 hits. 1 error for the Angels so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Betts. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
And, you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. It looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Into the box now, Juan Uribe. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Lined hard toward right center. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. And when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven, as he jumps all over it and drives it for 2 bases.
Neil Walker will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches, so you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
Skied into very shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Joaquin Chacin will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Joaquin Chacin.
Albert Pujols will stride in as he'll lead things off here in the Cincinnati 6th.
Albert Pujols.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. In some of these interleague matchups, guys are facing rookies, guys they've never faced before. Advantage hitter or pitcher?
I'm always going to say it, advantage pitcher. Until you see what a guy's got and how he lets it go, you're just flying blind up there.
Well, I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Well, you know, the big key to throwing the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
Grounded back up the middle. Jerko fields it cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The right fielder, number 16, Corey Dickerson.
Corey Dickerson will stand in now. He's lined out and hit into a double play in his first 2 trips.
Yeah, the double play was unfortunate, but I liked the swing he put on the ball his first time around. Let's see if he can get back to doing that.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that's a good spot for that 2-seam fastball. You know, remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
Hit on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
That's a good job here of getting out in front of this ball. This is raked right down the line, and you'll see this thing just bounce right over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered much because he was going to get 2 anyway.
The catcher Derek Norris is in as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. For Castellanos, he's now at 23 doubles on the year. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Here it comes, 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over.
Come on.
Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Rendell Grichuk will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Quintana into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Encarnacion is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
And he's right in there among the National League leaders. 5th best at the moment. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
Brandon Crawford is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. In there, 1-2 now.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Betts, still ranging back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 22 on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning. And now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's Chris Davis now. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th. And before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point.
Cincinnati, second baseman
Cliff Pennington is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Uribe will put this one away for the first out.
And this guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy. He's not the closer. But these are the guys that keep you in the ball games. And he's doing the job here.
Gene Segura will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the offer so far.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. A little tapper. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Wow, showing some sweet athleticism right there, getting off the mound. This is not an easy play, but he gets to it quickly, and then he makes a good, strong throw for the out.
Here's Mookie Betts. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1.
1-1.
Lifted in the air out to right. Calhoun has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Reds as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. leading off the inning, Matt Wieters, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Quintana's got his target. Here comes the first pitch. In there, strike one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
0-1 pitch on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Number 12, James.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Cole Calhoun will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Smoke toward the hole. The tag gets one. Juan Uribe will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Dickerson's there. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, designated hitter, Neil Walker.
Neil Walker will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Nate Jones will take over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Nate Jones.
Neil Walker will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Walker.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drives it to deep right field. Dickerson ranging back, but he won't get there. It falls in. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. And a relay home. The tag here by Norris is not in time, and the run's in to score.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one, as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and one hop in the wall out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
Here's Jed Jerko now. And he lays off there 1-0.
1-0.
Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. Another extra base hit to add to the total. Now 19 on the year. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. The run scores from second. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Well, 2-out RBIs can be so demoralizing for a pitcher, especially when he's given up a run in this inning already. And here, this is going to plate that runner easily from second as he doubles home their second run of the inning.
Rendell Grichuk will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Brandon Crawford will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes.
Now he's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. To the right side, and that's going to get through. It's a base hit. And they will hold that possible tying run at third, as even with 2 away, they decide to put the stop sign on.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
So striding in, Jose Abreu, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Jerry Blevins will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out.
Blevins.
Jose Abreu stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
On the ground to the left side. Backhanded. And they will get the force at third, and that's that. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Reds out in front, 4-3. Charlie Blackmon will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. On his way to second is Blackmon. And he will make it there to start the eighth. It's a leadoff double.
Well, these guys know the deal from the offensive standpoint. They've got to add on to give their bullpen just a little more breathing room. And this is a good start as he jumps all over this one and drives it for 2 bases.
Edwin Encarnacion takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles. And he's been a tough out all game long.
So runners at the corners now. Nobody out. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols.
Come on, Big Al.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
1-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Line drive to left.
Nice.
And now the runner from third scores to give him a very important insurance run.
Yeah, he gives this ball a pretty good ride out there, and I don't think he was going to be thinking about 3 anyway, but you see the ball pop up and over the wall, so he'll stop at second with the ground rule double.
Tanner Shepard come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Corey Dickerson will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here as it'll remain second and third, but with 1 away now.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And this could really be trouble now, because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Derek Norris stands in looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here.
Yeah, Matt, but conversely, if the man on the mound can get out of this jam, he'll keep this a very tight game. Big moment right here.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Let's go, Norris. Go get that.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And when he's in a jam, he's going to reach back for a little something extra on that fastball. Boy, that's nice to have in reserve.
1-1, here it is. To the left side, that's a base hit as it's through into left. 1 run scores. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and it's in time, and he's out at the plate, so 1 run's across, but the second one is cut down trying to score.
On the money.
Cliff Pennington steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Davis on the move. Grounded to the right. Great stop by Abreu. It's in time.
Woo, no problem.
So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th. Leading off the inning, Chris Davis. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Chris Davis.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Davis is retired, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. And then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Cole Calhoun will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And, wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
That's popped up out toward short right field. Pennington is there for it. 2 down.
Wow, that's got to be a frustrating at-bat right there because you feel like you're all over a pitch, and then maybe your mechanics break down just a little bit. You get underneath it, and it just becomes a harmless pop-up.
One rebate. Started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
A runner on first with 2 away. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Angels leave 1. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Sean Gilmartin will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Gene Segura, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he's set down, 1 away.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop-out.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Mookie Betts is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out and show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Rolled slowly to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Hit him off
and
the
they'll
face.
wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
This will happen when you don't square your shoulders to the baseball. This one catches him kind of at an angle here, and the result, a 2-out base runner.
Donk.
Edwin Encarnacion now. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. And Jerko will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. They still lead it 6-3. Striding in to start the 9th, Neil Walker, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Jason Grilli will come on now trying to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th. Neil Walker will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
This is lifted out to left. Blackman is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. So he's made it really tough on the opposition out of the bullpen. His manager loves giving him the ball in tight games, so we'll see if he can add to his total right here.
Jed Jerko comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Everything's going according to plan here in the bottom of the 9th. He's just an out away from wrapping this one up.
Rendell Gritcher makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You got to fight for all 27 outs.
Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the 9th. Got to make them sweat a little.
2 out, nobody on. And he gets him to swing through that one. So the Angels are down to their final strike now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those